What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to a lovely prep day, lovely Monday. We're just about to kick stuff off the right way, getting some prep done. We gotta get ready for tomorrow and the rest of the week. We're not doing anything off our regular menu. We're doing some things off our catering menu that we have later down this week, but we're also going to give these people in our hot food area a taste of that menu. So stick around with us while we get that stuff on the way. Haha, I saw that. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. All right, starting off nice and early. Well, semi-early. It's not too early right now. Where am I gonna put this right now? No idea, no clues. Carolina, move your body, girl. In the meantime, I'm also gonna get my pasta water started so I can do a little bit of multitasking so it doesn't slow me down one bit. So for today, we're gonna start off with our chicken, and then we're gonna make this lovely little marinade for it. That we're gonna marinate it in for tomorrow. Should be good. I'm gonna do a nice maple Dijon marinade and glaze for this for tomorrow. So tell me, tell me, tell me. So another Monday. It's another lovely Monday. Let's get the show on the road. Happy Monday. I know Mondays are never happy, but we're gonna try to have a positive workflow today. You know what I mean? Get some Monday positivity going up in the stream today. Oh no! Good morning, stream. Good morning. How's everybody doing down there in the stream today? I hope everybody is having
stayed up all night and not sleep.
I hope everyone's having a great Monday so far. This is how I choose to start my Mondays. A handful of chicken. You know what I mean? So we're gonna cut this up and we're gonna marinate it in a little bit of maple Dijon. That's the plan for today. We got our pot on the stove, getting ready to cook off our pasta. Our pasta that we're cooking today is a little fettuccine. And we'll think about the sauce for that afterwards. This is a precursor to our catering for Friday. We have a catering of 50 people on Friday. So instead of doing a whole menu, 2 different menus, I'm going to use both menu. This one for our hot and for our catering. So 2 birds, 1 stone. So we basically just got to get all the prep work done. So good morning. Tell me, tell me, tell me, why's my fingers so cold? Gotta tell me. It's crazy on Mondays. You don't have that, that work drive to be like, it's Monday. I want to be at work, excited. I feel so drained right now. But we're here. We brought you guys along with us on the stream. We are here trying to get this done. Now, usually we do our prep days on Saturdays because Fridays are usually our last day of doing our prep. But because if you're watching the stream last week, you know that we had catering most of last week. So we were able to get the weekend off. So Saturday it was no prep for me. So today will be my prep day. And that is that. And that's why I'm prepping on a Monday. Which is, I'm okay with that. I get to live in my own world for a second.
Yes. No, not even that.
Tell me, tell me, tell me. So you gotta tell me. It's one of the last songs I heard this morning before I came live. So it's gonna be a little bit stuck in my head. And I apologize that you guys have to go through that and hear all of that nonsense. But what's a joyful Monday without a little bit of song, you know? And if you don't like music, something wrong with you. Something definitely wrong with you. Today's going to be a longer day for our stream because we have I wouldn't say like our usual ton of stuff to do, but we do have quite a lot of stuff on our plate to get through. I hope everybody enjoyed our nice little ginger shot that we made yesterday. Hope you guys joined that stream and saw that. I think I had more than I was supposed to. So my stomach was a little bit empty this morning. But I might take an early lunch, who knows. We'll see how I feel, see how the stream is doing, see if everyone's having a good day, good time. I might stay on a little bit longer. But other than that, we're just gonna get through majority of this prep for today. If you want to know what I'm doing with this chicken, as usual, I'm gonna butcher it, and then I'm gonna put together a nice maple Dijon glaze, a bourbon maple Dijon glaze, and then I am going to marinate that, let it sit overnight, and then we'll cook it up tomorrow. We also have some bone broth that we gotta make today. So we might just get all the ingredients together and put that together. And then we will start that early morning when we get here. Because I do have a couple more sauces I have to make on the stovetop. And I don't have the space. So we'll see how that goes. I feel like I'm working on like 50% energy right now. My energy reserves are a little bit depleted. Plus, I didn't have breakfast. I didn't have my tea. All I had when I woke up this morning was some of that ginger shot that we made yesterday. So that's about it. That's the energy I'm working on right now. So we'll see how far it takes me. It already says my battery feels like it's only at 50%. If you guys hear some random banging in the background, I got a lot of scaffolding, people doing their mini constructions around me as well. So you might hear a little bit of that. Why won't you come off, you wing tipped you? See me, tell me. So you gotta tell me. All right, we're halfway through the box. Once again, good morning to everyone. Happy Monday. Hope y'all are doing fabulous on this wonderful Monday morning. Hope you don't have to be at work. At least if you do have to be at work, you could start a little bit later so you get to sleep in a little bit. Hope that's a thing in your life right about now. Tell me. I'd say that was pretty fast. Half a box so fast. Arrow. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for leaving a comment down below. Thank you for stopping by, giving me some of your time to say hi. I appreciate you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I know you can make an argument to say nothing is really happy about Monday, but I will say your health and the fact that you're alive on Monday, it is something to be happy about. So there you go. Especially if you're retired and you're just waking up somewhere on a tropical island. That's good too. That's my retirement goal, waking up on a tropical island. Yo. Putting my feet in the sand, walking out into the ocean, feeling that nice ocean breeze on your skin. That would be awesome. I thought the city life was for me. It loses its charm very fast. And I guess it also depends on the city too. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Say you gotta tell me. I would still buy it. Oh. Oh, my fingers are getting so cold. All right. Take off that extra skin right there on top. Cut off these lovely wings. Because who doesn't like some nice barbecue wings? Get between the breast, the bones, cut across, come down the back of the bone, legs. Slice in between the bone and the breast, come down on the bone. Haha. Repeat on the same side, the other side, down on the bone. Haha. And you are done. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh yeah, we got some classic music playing. Still no medium containers?
No. Why you were the one who's spending them?
No.
They did send some, but they don't, the lid doesn't work.
Oh.
And also it looks very
Similar?
because I was happy when it came and I'm like, oh okay, this is the medium.
Yeah.
See, look at this. It's just wider. Do you see this? Here, look, Chef. This is cool. Cool.
It is practically the same.
It says 16 and 12 pounds. This is the same thing. So you guys, if you use the right one, you can use it for whatever you like. For stuff, you have to use. Same size, just wider. And then like this. So if you want to make water in it, or some tomatoes,
I have to ask, those customers always seems to come to me for their misguided
Yeah,
needs.
don't have, but the problem is they're not sending any.
Aha. All right. Sounds good.
You want the crust chicken is here. Oh, I can throw garlic. No, I'll wait.
Lush.
Line one, please. Line one.
Oh,
So what's going on, ladies and gents, down in the chat? How's everybody's day? You can leave comments. I don't bite much. I'm almost done this box, but my fingers are absolutely freezing right now. The tip of my fingers are so cold. Makes it harder to work with these things. Wonder what I should make for dinner later on today. Does anybody in the stream have a suggestion for me?
hi. No, you go.
Thomas, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the highs. Appreciate it. Happy Monday. We're slowly grinding through this day on what I think is an empty stomach right now, because my stomach is kind of growling at me. Since you've been gone, I am missing you. I'm missing you at all.
You guys already have Rhina's order, right?
Yes. Ready?
Not right now. It's like whatever you can. It's gonna be the same thing as last week. It's gonna come pick up the salmon, the other stuff for ourselves. So whatever you can. Take your time, whatever is ready. You can take care of it.
Southern chicken? That'd be some good chicken right about now. Marina, that'd be some good chicken. I can love some southern chicken right about now. But no, fortunately, that's not what I'm doing. I am making some maple Dijon chicken. So after I'm done this, I'm gonna make that maple marinade, and then I am going to marinate the chicken, let that sit, and we're gonna cook it up tomorrow. Some spices, some of that little bit of that marinade should go a long way. And then we'll finish it with some glazed after we cook it tomorrow. So should be delicious. But if you want to send me some certain chicken, I will not say no. Mail some my way. Pretty sure it'll be delicious. Since you've been gone. All right. It's one box of chicken out of my way for right now. Since you've been gone, I ain't missing you at all. And that is amazing. Chat, I gotta tell you this. I just saw the amazing, I can't even say it's a bag. It's more like a little purse. This lady just walked past me. She had this little purse, and it is in the shape of a sandwich. Literally in the shape of a sandwich. It has like the straps, but it has the bread shaped on the outside. It has like the tomatoes and the what do you call it there? The lettuce material kind of sticking out of it. Flora, did you miss that?
Huh?
A lady just passed and she had like a bag that's in the shape of a sandwich. Like, yeah, it looked like a sandwich. She had the strap, it was hanging from her, but they had like the bread color. It had the tomato material and the lettuce material coming out of it.
So, hamburgers.
All right.
But the sandwich?
Yeah. She just went to the cashier over there. That is awesome. I ain't missing you at all. All right, that was our last chicken. Amazing. That was pretty fast today. Let's no. I'm gonna clean this up and I'll be right back, chat.
How to change the camera, put it right there that people can see what's going on.
So they can see the craziness. All right, taking this away, I'm gonna get this cleaned up and I will be right back. Oh, no Maria today.
We have to work.
Yeah. Sorry for it. I'm gonna grab. Sorry, stream. As you know, it is prep day, so I will be stepping away to make sure my stuff is clean and sanitized after every project. So that's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. Since you've been gone, I miss you. All right. Since you've been gone, I'm missing you. All right. I don't know if you guys can see over there, but my pasta water is starting to boil. So I'm gonna add in my pasta in the meantime. Since you've been gone, I'm missing you. This is what we're cooking up today. There's loveliness. So let's get them in the water. All right, so these are gonna cook for about 11 minutes. Me today? No. It's all yours, pal. All yours. Cause I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone. Now we're gonna let that come back to a boil. And once it come back to a boil, then we are gonna set our timer. But in the meantime, let's get this lovely vinaigrette going. All right, stick with me, chat. I gotta go grab a bowl so I can do my mixing it in. So I'll be right back. Let me just put these chickens a little bit out of the way. Since you've been gone, behind. I'm so excited. How are you? Yeah. Oh, that's the best I can do on a Monday morning. I've come to commandeer a bowl because I can't find any. They don't like to leave us bowls over there. So. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. I ain't scared of no ghost. All right, that's gonna be our bowl for our lovely glaze that we're gonna make for this. First things first, we have some lovely smoked paprika. You know how much we like our smoked paprika, so that always gotta go in. But who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. You have some apple cider vinegar. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Something strange in your neighborhood. All right, so now we have some of that grainy mustard that we're gonna hit this with. I ain't scared of no ghosts. And now we have some regular Dijon mustard. Yeah, we're using two different type of Dijon. We're using the grainy stuff, and we're using the non-grainy stuff. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, I like a little Dijon mustard on my, like if I'm having a nice hot dog or something like that, it'd be great. Rosalia, welcome back to the chat. I'm pretty sure I've seen you here before. If I'm mistaken, I am sorry, but I am sure you've joined our lovely stream before. So we're gonna give that a nice little whisk, clean up our edges. We're gonna whisk that out. Our pasta is boiling, so let us tend to that, make sure these lovely things don't stick together, because that'd be a disaster to have pasta stick together. We're gonna add about 10 minutes because we walked away for a second and we're not sure how much time is left, but we'll keep an eye on it and make sure it comes to nice al dente. So you want to make sure you really mix this, because these noodles will try to also stick together. That's why we add our olive oil. And these have a tendency to stick to the bottom of your pot as well, so that's why we gotta make sure we constantly give it a nice mix.
This one, see bottom, sorry, bottom I wrote here. And then this one here, at the bottom. So basically, your shelf.
The only annoying thing about cooking pasta when it starts to stick to the bottom is really hard to get off the bottom. And when these pastas stick together, they won't cook evenly. So that's one of the things you gotta worry about. And then you get clumps of like cooked and uncooked pasta. You don't want that, so that's why you really want to separate these in the pot when you add them in. Mama can't see I'm in love with you. All right, at this point, whatever is stuck to the bottom, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So we'll let that cook out for the time being. And Janet, welcome back. How are you? I see that you haven't had enough of me from last night. I was telling everybody I had some of my ginger shot this morning, and basically I'm running on 50% energy, and my stomach is growling at me because that was pretty much my breakfast this morning. So I'm doing a little bit of multitasking. I am cooking my pasta while getting my my marinade for my chicken ready. So I just want to keep doing my pasta a little bit and mix it every now and then to loosen up the noodles from each other, because I don't want them to stick together, because when they stick together they tend to not cook evenly, and they're too idle, they will stick to the bottom of your pan. So you want to constantly give them a nice move around if your pot's not boiling, superly boiling. So we got about 5 minutes left on them, so that's more than enough time to kind of get this done. So for this guy, we have some bourbon maple syrup that we're gonna add in here. Some aged bourbon maple syrup. So that's gonna go in. So you got Dijon, you got that smoked paprika. You can add a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic in here as well. You got that apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna add a little bit of my spice blend, because it does have garlic, does have salt, does have pepper in there. So then add a bit of that. Plus I'm gonna season the chicken with a little bit of this, so I'm not gonna add a lot of that in here. Do I like pho and do I make it? Honestly, I do like pho. I used to make a version of it here at, but that was a while back. It used to sell pretty good, but I haven't since we had like a change of management, I haven't really made it in a while. So, and I don't know if it's still viable to make for our clientele at the moment. So, but yeah, every now and then I'll get the inspiration and I'll kind of dabble into that culture. So our pasta is almost done. We're gonna drain it off in a little bit. No, I enjoy pho. I enjoy anything with a good broth. Pho. I like ramen. I like all that's lovely. I think ramen is probably my all-time favorite stuff to get over pho, but I will still enjoy a nice warm broth. Let's try this and see how potent it is. All right, tasting good. You got that lovely maple, you got that lovely Dijon. Everything's tasting nicely. So once I strain off my pasta, I'm gonna come back and finish up my chicken here. Just because our pasta is almost cooked and I don't want to overcook it. So we just want it to be slightly al dente. So when we go to finish it, it's not becoming baby food. All right, let's put this to the side. We're gonna be straining our pasta in that. I'm gonna get our container for our pasta, which is gonna be that. I'm gonna have to move you guys back over here. You guys are getting too close to the action and you guys are gonna fall. Janet, your sister has a ton of recipe. I'm telling you, we should collaborate. If there's a recipe you want to see cooked on the channel, pass it along, and we will definitely cook that up on the channel. All right, so our pasta is just about done. We got a minute. The sauce we're going to be making for our pasta is a sun-dried tomato fettuccine. So that should be pretty good. So keep watching us. Tomorrow should be an interesting one. And like I said, we'll always try to keep it interesting.
How was your trip?
All right, I'm gonna strain this and I'll be right back. Whoa! Hot pasta in your back. The best part of waking up. Pasta in your back. Don't you just love that sound? Don't you just love that sound? think the worst is when you're on the subway and then they're trying to turn corners and you hear the wheels are squeaking. Oh my God. Right? Alright, so I'm gonna cool down my pasta with some cold water to stop the cooking process, and I will be right back with some more loveliness to prep. I'm already seeing a little bit of our pasta that got stuck together. So I'm gonna be a little bit of annoyance to work with later. So yeah, whenever you're cooking these pasta, just make sure you try to separate them in your pot before, else you'll get a little bit of this. Alright, so our pasta is fully cooled down. We're gonna strain off the excess water and we're gonna bring it back over to show you guys. You can also save the pasta water for helping with your thickening your sauce for the pasta later, if that's something you're doing at home. All right, so bring it back over. To you, Janet, and everybody else who is on the stream, because I am at work, I won't always get to view the comment section like I do when I'm at home. So I will get to the comment section when I can. But unfortunately, when I'm at work, it's one of those things that if I walk away to do something, I won't be able to check the comment section. So. I dabble in a lot of Italian food. Italian food is amazing. My only thing is, if you are trying to lose any sort of weight, do not eat with Italians because they know how to eat. All right. So, all I'm saying, for every time I've ever been to an Italian household to eat, the amount of food that they have at any given time is just unreal. I love it. But if you're on a diet, you're definitely gonna break that diet 100%. Because the food is always good. All right, so I'm gonna hit that with some olive oil. I'm gonna mix that so I don't get sticky pasta tomorrow when I'm ready for it. See it. This is what I actively try to avoid. If you don't separate your pasta, you'll get clumps like this. This is cooked, this is not. So my only option right now is to remove that part and get rid of it. Because if I try to cook it, it's going to overcook the other parts of the pasta. It's not going to be good. So make sure when you're doing your pasta, you want to separate them in your pan, in your pot as you're boiling them. So, all right, after you add your olive oil, I'm just going to wrap that, put it in my prep cart, and I'm going to have it for tomorrow. It's amazing that you have self-control because this has no self-control when it comes to food. The only thing that saves me is my constant trip to the gym. That's the only thing that saves me sometimes. And I need you more night, and I need you more than ever. If I can only hold you tight, is the total eclipse of my heart. That's the song that's playing right now, so sorry if I'm singing it in everybody's ears. All right, we're gonna label this and put this away. Oh my gosh, we're in March already. We are already in March. Isn't that crazy? 2026 is flying by. Can you believe we're in March already?
I can, and I watch going past, but this is winter.
Yeah, that is true.
At least.
I am sick of winter. You wanna know? All right, we're back. These lovely, lovely things right here that I call bowls of chicken. So we'll show you what we're gonna do to these lovelies right now. Well, amazing. I myself was trained in I went to college for culinary and I was trained in the French cuisine. So I kind of bring a little bit of that when I cook. When I cook any other culture, cook like any other cuisine in any other culture, I bring a little bit of that French technique with me. So when it comes to like making other cultures like sauce and stuff like that, I kind of add the French flair to it. You know, it's just how I was trained. So it's kind of how it goes sometimes.
No, not anymore. We only have
All right, I'm gonna get some. That is garbage now. Guarantee. I'm going to. I lost what I thought. I'm gonna season up this chicken a little bit first. Then that glaze that you see, I'm gonna rub that in, and then I'm gonna save some for on the day that I'm gonna glaze our chicken with as well. So start off with a little bit of olive oil. Yes, I am using gloves because I am at work. Do you see though? Gloves. I told you, when it comes to work and my home, completely different situations. So when I'm at work, professional. When I'm at home, I'm just as hungry as everybody else. It's a total eclipse on my heart. All right, so we're gonna be getting into mixing up this chicken. So I will get to the comment sections when I can. Glove hands, glove hands. Now I got 2 layers of gloves because there's still bones on some of these that will sometimes rip through that first layer of gloves. So you got to make sure you double up, and you're just gonna mix that. Make sure that olive oil get incorporated in throughout your meat. Give that a nice mix. Give that a nice turn. Give that a nice mix. Make sure you oil your surfaces nicely. And then we're gonna spice this up nicely. And we're gonna get that nice and rubbed in. Get that nice and rubbed in. Get all of those places. And when this is all said and done and marinated for a day, it's gonna be beautiful when it's cooked.
Okay, Teddy, now I'm gonna go for a break.
But why?
I am exhausted.
But why?
Because I came at 7.
But why?
Why are you talking to me over there?
I'm talking to you. Sorry, chat. I can't respond right now. I can't go look back and see what you guys were saying while I am knee deep in chicken. So I will check on you guys in the chat section in a little bit. You guys can conversate between yourselves at the moment while I play around in this big ass bowl of chickens. Everybody seems to be nice in the chat, so I don't think anybody bites. You guys gonna have nice conversations down there between yourselves while I showcase what I'm doing with this lovely poultry of ours here. So I'm just gonna add my blend of seasoning. You can add whatever seasoning you want if you're home trying something like this. Just add your own blend, some olive oil. And I'm gonna add that Dijon maple glaze that we made. And that consists of regular mustard, grainy mustard. We got some apple cider vinegar. We have some aged bourbon maple syrup that we have in there. We have a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic. You can use fresh chopped garlic. You can use garlic powder. It doesn't really matter at this point. Fresh garlic, of course, will always be better. fresh ingredients are always better, but you can always use whatever you have in your pantry to get this stuff done. So don't cook like you're in a restaurant, just cook like you're, at home. And you just need something to eat. And you want to make it delicious. I find that's the best way to cook. Home meals are always going to be, for me, home cooking is always going to be 10 times better than eating out. I like a good home recipe way better. I mean, there's some places where you'll get like, different, remember this, food for thought. Most recipes that you see some of these top chefs make were developed at home. And then they just brought it to you in a restaurant. Food for thought. Some of these like top chefs get their recipes handed down to them from grandma, their moms and stuff like that over the years. And they just kind of elevated it, but it was all developed in a home. And so I would probably say a lot of the cooking that you get in these restaurants are derived from somebody creating something in their house and bringing it to you in a restaurant setting. That's it. All right, so now we're nicely seasoned up. We're gonna remove these lovely things so we can add in that glaze that we have. Let's peep the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Tony Love says, my son is a great cook. Me not creative, but can cook if I have a recipe. For sure. Home soups are so good. Yep. Home soups are the best too. I cook in my head. But honestly, the only thing I can say about cooking from a recipe is a lot of chef cooks from recipes. It's not a problem. It's never a problem to cook from a recipe, right? Because that's where you also learn new things that you've never known before. The only thing I can say about cooking from a recipe is sometimes you won't have the exact ingredients on hand for a recipe. And this is where the separation comes from. You got to know how to substitute what you don't have for something else and make it come out the same way. Or even if it's a little bit different, it will still come out to be a good meal. So that's the only separation between like cooking regularly and having a little bit of training, because there's a lot of chefs that will know that if you don't have certain ingredients, they'll already have in mind what they can substitute those ingredients for, so they're not running to the store to buy the ingredients that they don't have. They'll just substitute and use whatever they have on hand to make the dish amazing. So, all right. So we're gonna add in this a little bit of this maple glaze that we did, marinade to both sides. And we're gonna save some for tomorrow as well. And then we're just gonna mix that in. So when you cook it tomorrow, you're gonna get that lovely honey mustard, that maple mustard throughout the chicken as well. You want to cook this not on a very high heat because you have the maple in there and the mustard. That is gonna, those sugars are gonna tend to caramelize a little faster. So if you cook this in a lower heat for a longer period of time till your chicken is cooked, it will come out amazing. So make sure you get that marinade all the way throughout your chicken, and you'll be good. All right, amazing. Smells good, looks good. Now let's transfer these in our containers. And right after this, we're gonna start on something new for our next area of prep. All right, let's move you to the side. Let's bring you over. La 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 la.
You know, I always got the noodle.
All right. All right, let me go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
Have a good day.
All right, while I'm washing my hands, I'll leave you guys with a little bit of challenge chat. I'll give a shout out to whoever can answer this question the fastest. When washing your hands, according to a health inspector, how long should you wash your hands for? That includes lathering and rinsing. How long should you wash your hands for? Okay. "28 seconds." All right, Janet, we'll give it to you since you're the only one who I see that interacted with that question. We'll definitely give it to you. The average is about 20 seconds and up. So, yeah, you are correct. All right, let's get this labeled and put away, shall we? Oh, oh, I went to the gym yesterday. I can feel my thighs, my butt cheek, or my knees. In those orders. Like this right here is so painful. Ah. All right, ladies and gents, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna put you guys down here for a second while I get this place wiped up. I'll be right back. But thank you, Janet, thank you. But it's true though, like I went to the gym yesterday and I swear to God, every part of my body hurts at the moment. And that is basically how I'm able to indulge in all the lovely food I make.
So I'm trying to get somebody to help with the dishes. I've got a call. She called in sick again. Okay. Anyways, I'm trying to get somebody to come in to do the dishes. If not, I don't know who Gigi is, but if not, I'm going to give you a cashier to help out. Okay.
Someday child's gonna get wider. All right. Let's get you guys back up. Well, since we're not doing any more proteins, I think for today, we're bringing back our lovely greenie. Clean up some of my mess, get some of my mess out the way, organize some of my other mess, and then we can continue. Oh no! Behind. Cheryl, I just want to let you know it's not your fault. Sorry, I didn't tell you guys that I'm walking away for a second. So when I do walk away from to get ingredients or get other things, I'm gonna leave you guys down out the way until I come back, and I'll put you guys back up to show you what's going on. But because I'm at work, I won't be able to drag you guys around with me because I would be a bit unprofessional on my part, and then I like to keep my job for the time being. until we can do this YouTube thing full time. We'll try to keep our job for the meantime. If you know what I mean. Well, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on with you? Oh, are you trying to run away from the cold, like, you know? And you did not bring me with you. Shame, shame.
I tried to bring the food back, but it didn't work.
Yeah. How was it?
It's nice. So it was nice seeing family and everything.
Yeah. Cool. When did you get?
It's a little warmer now. When I left, it was like -1.
You know what? I keep thinking that as well, but every time you see the snow melting and then you go outside again, it's snowing again. And it's like, what is happening? You too. Okay. We gotta see what else we gotta prep. Janet, thank you for dropping by once again. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Thank you again for stopping by. Okay, let's see what else we have. Chicken's done. Blackened salmon. All right, we need some Parmigiano. Once again, we're gonna save these lovely ends for our nice bone broth because we do have to make some today because we've been collecting a lot of bones lately. If I could, I would make 2 batches, but just don't have. Actually, if I can get my pots, before I start this, let's see if I can get this pot on the stove and maybe that can finish before I can, while I'm finish early enough that I can make my sauce. Some of my sauces. I think I have 2 sauces to make, one for my salmon and one for my pasta. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get the bone broth out of the way before that. Hi. No. So for our bone broth, we have everything we need right here. We got some mushroom, got some onions, some green, some scallion, some carrot, some celery, some garlic, some ginger, and I forgot my lemongrass. So I'm gonna put you guys down here while I go grab my lemongrass and I'll wash my pot and I'll be right back. Sorry. Sir, tell me you got some lemongrass. Why not?
Ask the manager.
No lemongrass,
Ask the manager.
no oregano. What kind of business are you guys running here? All right, unfortunately, we don't have no lemongrass today, but we will still have this operation going. You're gonna get some, we need some oregano. Come on, tell me if these have oregano. All right, we got a little bit of bush of oregano, so we'll just get a little bit more ginger for this. So since we don't have the lemongrass, we're gonna add a little bit more ginger to our broth this time around. And we don't have our usual oregano, so we're gonna have to use some planted oregano. Gonna have to use these bush for today. So let me get my pot wash and I'll be right back as well. All right, our pot is nicely washed for our bone broth. Now we just got to clean up everything else and we will be ready to go. Let's bring you guys back up. I'm gonna plug you guys in because I'm not sure how much interaction I'm gonna have with my device as I'm doing this. Okay, you guys are plugged in and ready to go. So we're gonna be using this guy. I'm gonna be using a lot of other stuff. Just bear with me for a second while I get everything going. And have not that not happening. All right. This thing is so temperamental sometimes. Sometimes it's okay, and then sometimes it's just like, how dare you put me on such a ledge? All right. There we go. That's better. Technical difficulties, but it's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Every day. Tonight.
Tonight,
Yeah.
tonight I
All right, ladies and gents, we are getting back. Let's getting some of this stuff done. I don't know why they do this. It's absolutely unnecessary. And they're not the easiest thing to come off. Like every individual stupid carrot has a label on it. Absolutely annoying and unnecessary.
Do you by any chance have an extra mask, Matthews?
No. Sorry. Sweet dreams are made of rain. Who am I to disagree? Who am I to disagree? Travel the worlds and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to use you. All right. Let me wash these up and I will be right back.
Gigi, to the store manager's office, please. Thank you.
Okay, now we're back. First things first, we are going to grab our bones. We've had some bones that we roasted off, and that's what I've been saying. I do have a ton of bones that I have to deal with. Whoa, there we go, bone. And add these bones into our pot. Little chicken bones that we've been roasted already. So we're gonna add these into the pot. All right, we still have enough for another batch. On top of the ones we just, we also prepped today. I don't want him to go to waste, so I'm gonna make sure I get through all of them. We got our mushrooms, we're gonna add into this. We got some thyme, we're gonna add into this. I love the smell of thyme. We got all these lovely vegetables that we just washed up that we're gonna add into here. We got our green onions. Green onion, scallion, whatever you want to call them. Nice rough chop. Got our ginger. That's going in. Got our carrots. Actually, let's do our celery. broccoli, carrots. And we're just gonna rough chop these. Oh, it's Monday. I feel so drained. I don't feel my normal Monday self. All right, and we got two more items. We have this and we have an oregano to also go in here. Got our nice oregano plant that we're also gonna throw in here. It's going in. Unfortunately, we don't have no lemongrass right now, so usually if we do have lemongrass, we'll throw that in. We'll bruise it and put it in as well, but we don't have any right now, so it's going in. And we got our garlic. Just gonna peel off these outer layer skins. And we're just gonna leave it, we're gonna cut it in half like that because it doesn't affect the broth by having that on. We just want a nice garlic flavors. All right. just want to cut that in too. All of that's going in. It should be here. And this is our lovely melody of stuff going on in here. We got our carrots, we got our onion, we got our ginger, we got our thyme, we got our oregano, we got our garlic, we got our chicken bones at the bottom. Now we're just gonna add some tomato paste and add some water all the way to the top. Bring it to a boil, bring it to a simmer. You know how the drill goes. And then we're gonna have our nice chicken bone broth. All right, so I'm gonna go grab my tomato paste, and while I do that, I'm gonna bring you guys down here. So let me grab my tomato paste, and I'll be right back. What is happening here? Blockade? Phew. What's going on around here? We're having a party back here?
It's a party, all right.
That's good, yeah.
Sure.
Sorry. All right, we got our tomato paste. We are back. So now we're just gonna add our tomato paste into this large body of a pot right here. All right. So now we're gonna get this nicely filled up, and we're gonna put it on our induction burner and bring it up to a boil. Hello, Linda. Welcome back, Linda. It's been a little bit. What am I cooking right now? Right now, I'm doing. Usually, this is the day that I cook stuff, but because we were off on Saturday, we didn't get our prep day, so we are prepping our menu for this week, plus our catering that we got going on this Friday coming up for about 50 people. So we are doing a little bit of prep work for that, and a little bit of prep work for tomorrow's menu. as well. Right now, I'm just getting my pot over here, my bone broth on the stove, and so I can continue with the rest of this prep that I got. The rest of this prep I have ahead of me. So let me just do that. Fill this up with some cold water and get that on going because I'm hoping to have this done at a good time so I can finish my sauces for the rest of my the rest of the stuff I have to do today. The good news is I don't have to really do any salads today, so I won't be prepping for any salads. All right, so that's filled up. I'm gonna get that on the induction burner and get that going. Just need to get that covered so I'll come to a boil faster. All right, what is next for us? We can't make our sauce for the salmon just yet. We need to make the sauce for our salmon, and we need to make the sauce for our pasta, which neither one of you can do yet. We can grate this Parmesan cheese as well to get that ready. So let me get that going. Oh yeah, I forgot to add in to our pot as well for the bone broth our nice Parmesan ends. So this is basically the back of the Parmesan. We're gonna add those into our bone broth as well. Just means more flavor. That's all that really means. And we added more ginger because we didn't have our lemongrass. So for those of you who've seen us make it for a while, you're asking where the lemongrass at. That is why we just didn't have no lemongrass today, so we had to just improvise a little bit. Cool. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And I do appreciate you taking the time out your days, your busy lives, to come and check out the stream, saying hi and such like that. I do appreciate it. I'll never take it for granted. Thank you very much. We're slowly but surely getting through our prep day here. But hopefully we'll get it all done by the time the day's out.
Go home.
Mohammed. He's too busy to answer. Oh, my hands are so tired. Tired little hands right now. If you want arm muscles, this is how you get them. Honestly, this is how you get them. Just get in the kitchen and grate some Parmesan cheese. That will give you a ton of arm muscles. What you gonna do with the Parmesan cheese after? You know, cook a nice meal. That's all I can say to you. Literally, this is like a workout and a half. Imagine if you're doing this on a smaller microplane grater. Even worse. Even worse. And I still have 2 more to get through. Oh, what a day. It's Monday, and I feel like it's going to be a very, very interesting long day. For whatever reason, I feel like the universe has something good in it for me today. And I'm all here for it. Let's go, universe. Bring me something good. Oh. Oh, hello. You're for me. You broke off just for my taste buds.
Yeah, the one by itself.
Oh, holy. Honestly, if I could do this with the other hand, I would. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting so ridiculous. My hand's so tired. And I still got 1 more to go. Right then. As much as I'm talking, I try to talk to you guys on the stream. Customers keep looking at me like I'm crazy because kind of looks like I'm talking to myself. It's quite intriguing to see the look on people's face. Like, is this guy going crazy? I'm not. I'm just trying to entertain you guys a little bit while I get through my prep day. One customer thought I was talking to them for a second and they responded. They're like, huh? I'm like, oh, no, nothing. Okay, last but not least. Once again, thank you everyone for joining the stream today. I know it's Monday. It's one of those days where you just want to be at home, relaxing, thinking about nothing. Just, living life how it was intended. But you might be dragged to work, you might be dragged into the office, stuff like that today. For that, I do sincerely hope that you get through this day unscathed. And it's a good one because everybody knows Mondays are not the start of the week. It's not always a great time. That being said, happy Monday. Isn't International Women's Day coming up? It's a day to be celebrated. And Mother's Day is on its way as well. So, love that woman in your life. And your mothers, for sure. Unless they did you wrong, but yeah. But then again, it's still your mama. This is not how I saw me spending my Mondays. Getting through a wheel of parm. Woo. So I'll give you guys a rundown of what we're prepping for on the menu for today, for tomorrow. Off the bat, we have this lovely aged bourbon maple Dijon chicken, marinated chicken that we've prepped earlier today in the stream. We have a blackened salmon with, I forgot what sauce I'm putting with that. It's gonna be a turmeric. Sorry. It's gonna be a lemony turmeric sauce. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on some saffron and put a little saffron in there as well. I'm gonna try to keep away from the cream, but we'll see how that works out. But other than that, next up is gonna be our nice sun-dried tomato fettuccine pasta with spinach and other things. Parmesan spinach, that's why we're doing the Parmesan as well for that. And after that, it's going to be a nice roasted sweet potato, kale, cranberry, and with balsamic vinaigrette. And right after that, it's going to be our last but not least, our roasted grease style vegetables, similar to what you saw we did on that catering last week. So we brought back some stuff for the catering this week from last week because we're dealing with a different clientele. And yeah, and that is the rundown of our menu for this week. Our parm is done. Just gotta clean up and wrap this up.
This is for Margaret.
Yes.
You guys just make she ask if you can be the best or something. And you put the rice. And also I'm planning on I
Alright.
figured it out.
Behind.
Huh? Margaret.
Behind. Oh, Whoa. All right, so that is done. Huh?
And then we'll just like this.
Today's March, March 2nd. (2026) is flying kind of fast, isn't it? All right, that's another one. Finishing our prep list. Let's see what else we got to do. Let me get this cleaned off in a second, so we can return it to the department that we got it from. All right, the sauce for our pasta we're gonna have to hold off on because we have our bone broth over there on the stove. We're gonna have to wait till that comes off. So let's clean up our sweet potato and our kale. All right, stream, I'm gonna have to put you down while I go grab these ingredients and come back. Just gonna go grab my sweet potato and my kale. Sorry. Ooh, nice. I have a lot of sweet potato over here. I was never here. All right, I'm making my way back. I have my kale, got my sweet potato. Let's get the show on the road. Behind. Probably tell that my energy is a little bit depleted today, but I am working on it. All right, so let's do our kale first because we have a ton of it. We'll bring you guys back up. While we get this kale worked out. Now for the kale, all I want to do is take it and rip it into those small little pieces, just like that. That's basically what I want for them. If you're doing any type of solids or anything like that, this is one way of getting your kale done. And if you're doing any kind of salad with your kale, make sure it's washed. Make sure you massage it with some olive oil to soften it a bit, because kale has a tendency to have these rough textures to it. So massage it Don't be afraid to squeeze it. A little bit of olive oil, and that will soften the kale up for you nicely when you're ready to use it. Once again, how's everybody in the stream doing? How was your day? Tell me about your day. Tell me if you're in the office. Tell me if you're at home, just relaxing on the couch. What is driving this Monday for you today? Whoa. This is you, chat. Does anybody like kale in here? Kale is one of those things that's hit or miss on the menu. It's either you like it or you don't. If it's for me, if it's prepared properly, I do not mind kale at all. I don't mind it at all. I can definitely eat a nice kale Caesar salad. Falling in love. Just nice little pieces like this. This is all you want for the veg dish I'm doing for this. It's gonna be perfect because you're gonna have the nice vibrant sweet potato standing out, and then you're gonna have this contrast with the lovely kale. That's gonna be with it, and I got some other stuff that's gonna be mixed in there with it as well. That should really bring this dish out when it's all said and done. No, I'm sorry. I had to push you guys over a little bit. This kills are nice and crisp. You know it's fresh. It's nice and crisp like that. Plus you can always submerge it in some cold water and crisp it up a little bit. Some icy cold water. If you ever get those piece of kale that's just nice wilted, submerge it in some nice icy cold water to bring it back a little bit. And the reason you want to wash it is in between the leaves, it can collect a lot of dirt as well. So you want to wash it and make sure that it's nice and clean, free of like any kind of insects and stuff like that. And then just tear it up in little pieces. Also try to keep all the stems, keep them all up. If you're just joining us on the stream for the first time, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to have you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, checking out the stream, seeing what's going on with us. And I hope you all having one of those wonderful days. We're in the middle of our prep day, so fortunately we're not cooking a bunch of food today. We're prepping a bunch of food, but majority of our cooking process is going to happen tomorrow morning. So definitely join us for that.
Can you let them know that this is ready? No? I'll go. Sorry, Maria. Good luck. Good luck.
We don't want any of these stems in there for what we're going to use it for. All right, we got around our last little bunch right here, and then we can start on our sweet potato. And we're also approaching our 3-hour mark on the stream, so we'll see about kind of wrapping up a little bit after our sweet potato. So I'm trying to keep it under a certain time, not to drag you guys along too long on these streams, because it's after a while it just gets repetitive in a way. So although I am doing a little bit of different things, try to keep it interesting for you guys. Sitting around watching me prep all day, I love the conversations when they're happening. Other than that, I am just prepping away. And it's a Monday, so my brain is not really working that well on Mondays. So it is what it is. I'm prepping these for one of our vegetable dish for tomorrow. So if you want to see how that turns out, definitely drop by. when we go live to see that happen. And because we love to have you. If you have any questions for us, join our Discord group. The link is on our channel page. Sooner or later, I will post it in the chat at some point. But for right now, you can find it in the channel page. It's free to join. You can join, leave at any time. Doesn't matter. Just like-minded people. If you have any questions for us, you want to discuss anything, you want to share some recipe thoughts or anything like that, or just chill out, listen to some music, and have some fun. We're all about it. So be a part of the family. Become a part of the community. Share your thoughts, share some laughs, share some memories, share some thoughts, you know. And the world is your oyster with us. I do have a bit of a news. I did recently apply to be a part of this chef food documentary. But we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. But if it does, I will put a little bit of that on the channel so you guys can see what happened. If they allow me to, but yeah, we'll see about that. Take you guys on that journey with me. I just submitted the application, so we'll see if we get a reply back or at all.
Okay, free some. One pound is from one
All right, so that one's done. Let's just move on and get this wrapped up on our prep cart, and then we can move on to our next one. Try to clean as you go. Keep everything nicely and cleaned. I'm sorry. All right, so that is done. Now we're gonna start on our sweet potato. Hello, can I have this guy? Sure, thank you. I was telling Flora earlier, I saw somebody that had like a little purse bag that was in the shape of a sandwich. Like it was literally a sandwich bag. Thank you. All right, this is gonna be for our potatoes. A little cold water over here. Let's check on our broth. It's not quite boiling yet. I want that to come up to a boil before I go on my lunch, my break at least. All right, so let us continue this madness, shall we? It's so busy in here today. All right, get this started.
My son, my husband. Are you crazy? I look older than my husband. I said because I forgot. They gave me some stuff coming up here. What do you mean, my son? Everybody thinks me. The only one who thinks I am. And I know you're kidding, yes.
Got a ton of these sweet potatoes, and then we're going for lunch. faster than usual.
Maria, Maria.
Hey Maria, can you take it?
I go there.
Don't forget the glove.
It's a big ass sweet potato. Gosh, my arms are tired from holding this thing up. So heavy.
Really, I'm going for chicken. Could you please? You don't have. Yes.
It's so massive. Here's our comparison. Normal potato, oversized potato. Ridiculous. That's how you pay more for it. When it's that big. I'm here to tell you, it's not about the size. It's how you use it. Since you've been gone, I'm missing you. Want to remind the stream, I am in the kitchen, so sudden loud noises are to be expected. I do my best to filter out certain sounds, but I can't filter them all out. So, do apologize. I do apologize. I don't mean to be detrimental to your airways. Not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make it through. It's prep day. My head attached to me. What's going on, yeah? Yes, sir. Since you've been gone, I am missing you. Oh, so much. Oh, yo, let's see what we got here. This attitude, I think that's how you say that. I am from the Caribbean, but I don't know. I just thought it would be a nice little, you know, first timer welcome to the stream kind of joke. I meant no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. A little bit of puns intended, for sure. It's actually funny that somebody actually caught on to that when I said it. I didn't think anyone was listening to that one. Just when you think the internet's not looking, they see and hear everything. That's absolutely amazing. Honestly, all of this is really an arm workout. Grating the parm, peeling these, and I have a week of peeling these sweet potatoes because they're on the menu. So I got no choice. Actually, I do have a choice. I could just take them off, but don't know if I will. Do you need chopsticks or anything like that? Since you've been gone, I'm missing you. Oh.
Can you tell me where's the beef stock, please?
Beef stock, I'll 8. 8. Yeah. I gotta change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone. Right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense, 'cause you walked out the door. But it's the only way I hear your voice. anymore. It's ridiculous. It's been months, and I just can't get over us. I'm stronger than this. Keep walking around with my head down. All right, we're almost there. We're almost finished with this. And then we can get them cut up and then we can take our break. Walk your talk, your step. So give me, baby, and tell me twice. I like the way you make me feel. You really turn me good. You knock me off of my feet now, baby. My old days are gone. Ooh. In ecstasy. When you make my song. Oh, I need to give my hands a little bit of a rest. My shoulders even getting jacked up over here because of these potatoes, these overgrown potatoes. Oh, my bone broth is starting to boil over here, so that's a good thing. I can uncover it, turn it down. I'm gonna top it up a little bit with some more water so it comes up to the top. When you're doing any kind of broth, you don't want to fill it all the way up to the top because when you bring it to a boil, it's gonna form these bubbles, and these bubbles is gonna have a tendency of boiling over. So if you really want it to not fill it all the way, bring it to a boil and then top it up after that. It will be better for you in the long run. The way you make me feel really turns me good. You knock me off on my feet now, baby. My lonely days are gone. You really turn me good. You knock me off on my feet now, baby. My lonely days are gone. All right, back to business. Oh. It's mine and my baby. This ain't nobody business. Mine and my baby.
Now you know you should.
You have to from this.
Ain't nobody eyes on my baby. Holy, I got my scraps.
That's a valid argument, but this
Ain't nobody listening but mine and my baby. All right, we got one more sweet potato to go, ladies and gents, and then we can start to peel it all. Now we can cut it all up. Very lovely.
right? It's not like you're in a position of higher. Are they right now? I wouldn't aggressively.
Amazing, we are done. Take it easy. All right, all these lovelies are nicely peeled now. Now I gotta cut them all up. So. You thought I was going to do it, didn't you? Psych. I gotta cut them all up. Oh my God. couple of things going on here. I gotta sharpen my knife a little bit. It's been a little bit difficult to cut through these things. So,
Let's help.
much better. Not the greatest, but much better.
Friday.
Crazy are you? Crazy are you? Crazy are you? Try to get through this as quick as possible. I still got a few more things to do today, so we'd like to get to them before the day's out. So we're gonna take a nice quick break after this, and then continue the madness behind the scenes. Crazy are you?
Heartbreaking.
Crazy are you? Crazy, crazy of you. Just make sure you have a sharp knife here if you're trying something like this at home. If you don't have a sharp knife, you might end up cutting yourself, which I don't want that. So make sure your knife is nice and sharp. Because if it's not too sharp, then you're gonna have a lot of items moving around where you don't want it to, and that's how you cut yourself. And last but not least, let's get this done. Now I can't completely submerge this in water, so what I'm gonna do is add a damp paper towel on top to basically keep it nice, moist, and a little bit oxygen free. Ooh, I think I like it. Oh, shit. That should keep it the top of it from oxidizing overnight. We have the foil wrap. All right, another one down for our prep. And we still have so much more to do. All right, let's take a look and see what else we have to do. And then we can make a plan. All right, so let's see. All right, cool. We've done a lot of prep today. We did hit that 3-hour stream mark. Give me a second. Let me get this out of here. All right. Dolores says hi. Welcome, Dolores. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. We just finished up a good portion of our prep for today. I am a little bit low on energy today. That's why a little bit not interacting a lot in the stream. I do appreciate everyone who stops by though. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you guys for supporting. I truly and really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who commented. Thank you for everyone who had a conversation with me down in the chat. You guys are amazing. Keep watching us. We'll try to keep it interesting. Tomorrow we are going to execute the menu from everything we're prepping today. But we're going to sign off our live stream for right now. And yeah, we'll probably be back a little bit later on for dinner. So come see what we're cooking for dinner. And until then, I say this, stay warm, stay safe. See you on the next one. Peace.